The stage! The stage!
Yes, it's a documentary about the stage!
Is it? Is it?
Ooh, my, this wonderful morning, such a day you never did see. We'll tie it under the ribbon and put it in a box for me, so I can see it at my leisure whenever things go wrong, and I can keep it as a treasure to last my whole life long. Won't somebody come by this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy. Must be someone who will come and
If you had to sum up Tringe, what is it?
If I had to sum up Fringe, it's really a festival which is a chance for everybody and anybody and everything to come and try and perform. Theatre, comedy, music, magic, it's everything.
This is the first time I've done the Tringe,
Yeah.
First festival I've done, because I've not been up to do any of the others or anything like that, so I'm loving it. It's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, the vibe and everything that's here is just incredible.
Is it exciting? Does it make you want to keep going, basically?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so good, because people are just so up for it.
Sorry about me. Then it's not the angel. Be there or don't, but you should be there because it's going to be good. Be there, 10 o'clock.
But I'm just going to say it straightforward. I like the stage because I enjoy being centre of attention and performing for people. I'm not going to lie and say that it's because I can express myself because I'm not playing me. Yeah.
Do you know what I've given up to be here tonight? I was supposed to be having dinner with Sir Ian McKellen.
Who?
What? Who? Gandalf, you dick!
Hi guys!
Hey!
Oh, didn't see you there!
God, wow. Enjoyed a nice drink at the Adelphi in Preston.
You guys, you heard her?
Yeah.
Has it been a long
He's recognised us.
Yeah. You're those guys, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, we're not, no.
Oh, okay. See you later then.
So now it's kind of it's a nice space where you can kind of it's a place where I can feel like myself.
Really? Are you yourself on the stage?
Sometimes I wonder whether I'm more myself on stage than off stage.
How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties.
You know Hamlet?
I played him once.
You played Hamlet?
I was a little bit younger then, a bit more blonde. Is this a part of the interview?
We can start now if you like. How long has it been?
Since what?
Since your transformation.
Oh, we're on that already.
From ape into not quite ape.
Not quite ape, not quite human.
Oh, if you don't mind me saying, you're a very long way from being human.
If you don't mind me saying, I wake up every morning and thank God that's the case.
You thank God? That's interesting. And tell me, how does an ape picture God?
Very, very old. Long white whiskers.
Amazing. That's just how humans picture God.
There's a white bearded orangutan. How strange.
How much audience do you get? Like,
all the world's a stage, but if no one's watching, it's not really a stage, is it?
Yeah, exactly. That's such a pearl right there. It is a stage, but if no oone's watching, what's the point? Just gotta...
if no one's watching, is it really performance?
We just saw you got a show on at the Tringe, a performance, yes. Yeah. How do you describe it?
It's music, but not music as most people know it. It's not conventional music at all. We're freely improvising using percussion instruments and some toy instruments and various other objects. So we're just making sounds, but as we're doing it, 3 of us are wearing microphones in our ears, which are capturing the sounds that each of us is hearing, and then that's being sent using a silent disco system to wireless headphones that the audience are wearing. So they're able to tune in to what different people amongst the musicians are hearing as we're performing.
Excellent.
How do you find the audience in Preston? Are they like receptive to this kind of thing? Or?
At the Continental, yeah. People at the Continental, even if they presented with something they hadn't expected, they're usually quite open-minded and they're willing to give it a go.
The Preston audience, is it different from any other audience? Is there any way you'd like describe
Preston
it?
have an audience which is quite accepting audience, I think, sometimes. People always say of comedy they're very easygoing and things like that, and I think that's true of Preston audiences, that when they do come out, they really do show respect to performers and things, but it's getting them out and getting them there.
In terms of audience reaction, it's kind of pretty much the same, you know. It's not.
There's not a massive difference
in terms of audience, but in terms of atmosphere, it's a lot more. It feels a lot more close-knit, a lot more friendly, a lot more kind of laid back. Whereas Manchester's very kind of spread out. It's a bit more competitive, so it's a lot. Yeah, there's a more kind of positive vibe to Preston.
It does go on a lot more regularly than people think, but I think it could be advertised a lot more and a lot more regularly than you know. A lot more publicity will create a lot more audience and a lot more regular audience as well. Yeah. You know, it just increases. I mean, it does increase trade. It increases pub trade for certain pubs, and it's the sort of thing where it can introduce people to Preston, sort of sides of Preston that they wouldn't actually realise was there.
Cette éponge vivra sous l'eau et elle arrivera à faire cuire des steaks sous l'eau. C'est vraiment de la bonne. 3e idée, les gars. Et celle-là, elle va faire un cannabis. Un tabac, si tu préfères. Elle est dure à comprendre celle-là. Son voisin de palier sera un calamar qui joue de la clarinette.
Hey lad, I didn't understand a word of that, but it was fucking great.
Hi. Hey. Howdy.
Yeah.
I'm Sid.
And I'm James.
And we're Slap and Giggle.
Slap and Giggle.
Hang on a minute, wait. Are you wearing a bra?
We do music and comedy.
Sometimes at the same time. Often neither at the same time.
Oh, I got caught in my flies, I got caught in my flies. Particularly apparent when my voice went quite high.
We got some of your show, it was good.
Really?
Yeah, we got quite a bit, so...
Can you CGI audience in?
Did you just call me? No, I would never! Listen, what do you want, you racist prick? I was just wondering if I could ask you a few questions. Aye, go on then, get on with it, get on with it.
Have you done Tringe before?
Yes. And it was equally unsuccessful.
Did you schedule things exactly
No, just due to us being massively unpopular. That's why we were unsuccessful last time.
The sort of people who usually do come and see the shows are put off by the fact that it's us.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, you were at the Preston train station.
Yes. How did that go?
Oh, yeah. We've been spotted again.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's the biggest venue we've played, but pretty much the same kind of walkouts that we normally have. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's a naughty monkey?
We do stuff all over the place like that, and it's a lot of fun. But I've got to say, Preston is probably our favourite place.
Yeah.
They've responded really well this year. We do sometimes have a problem with making theatre accessible to people because obviously a lot of people think badly of theatre and think it's only for certain types of people.
Yeah.
Preston are growing with it. They're going with it. And slowly we're getting more.
So have your interactions been positive overall, would you say?
Yeah, we've had quite a few people come to the theatre shows. We've had good numbers for the theatre shows because usually it's comedy, but this year the theatre's done really well.
Yeah, but if you knew other stuff was going on all the time, you might pop out to it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of advertising because sometimes I've seen things that have been on and I've missed it. It's very and I've gone, oh, well, how do you find out about these things? People need to go out a little bit more and advertise it. You know, maybe knock on my door and say, do you know? You're really good.
Well, it's a place to go where grown-ups have got permission to play. It's a place where you get to do all the shit that you can't do in real life, and that's wonderful. It's a social institution. It's a way of building no, bollocks. What I really mean is a theatre is a place where you rehearse the future society that you want to have.
For me, the stage is just great because it's live and it's liveness and
liveness and liveability.
Liveability and liveness. But I don't know, and just when you get to take risks.
You gotta fly in your.
Yeah, oh, it's so annoying. Anywho.
Fall back to gaze on him as he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Romeo, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be sworn my love and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
But hear more, should I speak of this?
It is but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself and not a Montague. What is Montague? It's neither hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man.
And I'm the person that actually invented the name Tringe.
Really? Wow.
Which is a bit of a shocker.
Could you give us a bit of heads up on how it started?
So the idea of starting the Tringe, the Preston Tringe, was to give the opportunity for people that couldn't afford to perform in Edinburgh an opportunity to do the kind of work that they were interested in the week before Edinburgh starts.
Yeah.
And so that way we hope to attract people going to the Fringe, to Preston on the way. And indeed, certainly in the first 3 years, that has been the case. We've always had, between about 5 and up to a dozen acts that have headed onto to Edinburgh afterwards, which is nice. And indeed, some plays that have been written for Preston Tringe have gone on to Edinburgh and been successful up there.
Her mother was yelling at Brownie and trying to make such a fuss. You're too good to lose. Then heard the news. Her father crashed into a bus. Her father's funeral came quick, and poor Brownie's heart took a hit. She felt nothing as they lay down the coffin. And that's when her life went to shit.
I think what's clear is it's not going to take money. Do you know what I mean? What people Preston need to do is need to do the stuff with their own backs.
Yeah.
Needs to unfund it. It's got to be a collection of people just getting out and doing work and working together. Because obviously, as we find, there's less and less money around for these. There's less and less funding available for platforms like this.
Damn you, the man!
Art is an incredibly cost-effective and cheap way for people to connect to the best things in life.
I feel art is maybe overlooked at the minute, but it's more important for that reason.
It's massively. It's the difference between living and existing.
Well, it's halfway between the gutter. It's halfway between the gutter and Edinburgh. Ta-da!
This is the end of the documentary. Don't continue to watch because there's nothing after this.
No.
Now.